Hello there, wonderful singers, and welcome to your COVO vocal exercise routine of the week. I'm Dr. Julia Nielsen, founder of COVO, short for Community Vocalizing, where our mission is to advance singers' vocal health, fitness, and longevity by providing creative vocal exercise routines. Now today, as you can probably hear, my voice is not its normal self. 12 days ago, I came down with a respiratory virus that caused acute laryngitis. This is a singer's very favorite type of illness, am I right? So today is day 12 of my illness, and my voice has improved significantly, even though it might not sound like it if you know my usual speaking voice sound. I am still very much in recovery mode. But since so many singers get sick this time of year, I thought I would show you a bit of what I've been doing these last 12 days to help get my voice back on track. Now, just a quick note before we get started. This video is for educational purposes only, and it reflects my experience as a voice teacher. It is not medical advice. If you're dealing with persistent voice loss, pain, or concern about a vocal injury, please consult an ENT, a laryngologist, or a qualified medical professional. So, at the very first sign of this virus, I went into emergency hydration mode, which includes drinking 3 liters of beverages every day, water, tea, etc. Yes, 3 liters. That means all of this and another half again. This is 3 liters. It is very difficult to do, but try. And I also started warm steam inhalation a few times a day for 5 to 10 minutes using my trusty handheld steamer. It was very soothing. Now, for the first few days of my illness, I was aphonic, meaning I could not phonate. That is, I couldn't make any vocal sound. So I was absolutely silent. When your vocal cords are so inflamed that they cannot vibrate, rest is the only option. Now, within a couple days, I could phonate again, but the sound was rough and it was hoarse, even more hoarse than it is now, and my range had collapsed to about 1/5, from low E flat to B flat. I tested my range with my cup bubbler, but I did not push. Now, I use this special cup bubbling bottle for singing through a straw into water. This is also called water resistance therapy. But a regular old cup of water and a wide straw work just as well. Now, very important, the straw that you use for cup bubbling should be wider than a regular drinking straw. So not this, something more like this. And it should be inserted just about 1 inch under the surface of the water, not all the way like this, just about here. Now, if you're not already familiar, cup bubbling is a form of semi-occluded vocal tract exercise, SOVT for short. And because I use this and other SOVT exercises regularly, my body knows what easy, appropriate airflow feels like, and I stayed strictly within that familiar range of sensations. I did not add more air pressure to force phonation. Now, here's the tip that might surprise you. Once you can comfortably produce sound again, you don't actually want to stay totally silent. Keeping your cords completely frozen at this stage isn't ideal for healing. We want to encourage a little bit of careful, gentle movement. When the vocal cords vibrate gently, that movement helps boost blood flow to the outer layers of the tissue, which is exactly where a lot of the viral inflammation occurs, and more circulation means that your body can more quickly flush out the swelling and speed up the repair process. Also, because SOVT exercises like cup bubbling, humming, and lip trills, because these sounds create back pressure, the vocal cords meet with much lower collision forces. So you get vibration, which keeps the vocal folds mobile, and it reduces stiffness without the kind of impact that would worsen irritation. I know it's counterintuitive, but gentle vibration is often more helpful than total immobility once phonation returns. However, be cautious and use excellent self-monitoring. If you feel any pushing, strain, or pain, stop immediately and go back to vocal rest. We only move forward when the sound is easy. So, here is what I did initially for just 2 to 3 minutes at a time, starting around day 4 of my illness. You can try this with me with a cup, a straw, and some bubbles if you like, but you can also use a lip trill, a hum, a rolled R, if you don't have a cup handy. Now, at the first sign of strain or your voice cutting out, you want to turn around and head back down. No pushing. Now, by around day 6, I could phonate a little bit higher. So I increased the range of my gentle vocalization just a bit, but I was still extremely careful not to push more air pressure, especially as I moved to the higher notes. I didn't want to trick myself into thinking that more of my range had actually returned. So I'll demonstrate this exercise on both rolled R and lip trill. today. I can go higher than that, but by day 6 I couldn't. So I'm going to turn around. Now by day 9, which was a couple days ago, regular vowels still weren't feeling clear, so I stuck mostly to my SOVTs and my cup bubbling, but with just a tiny bit more range. Like that. So there is still plenty more recovery to come for me, especially since I am still coughing a lot. As you might know, coughs love to linger, but I am on my way to recovery. Now, every singer should know that complete recovery from a viral laryngitis episode, acute laryngitis, it can take anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks. So extreme patience is really part of the protocol. And for me, that is the hardest part. Now, if you would like a more complete walkthrough of what to do and what not to do when you are sick or recovering from an illness that affects the vocal cords, I have created a 45-minute workout called Singing During and After Illness, available through March 30th, 2026. You will find details in the description below. Singers, take care of yourselves. Listen carefully to your bodies, to your instruments, and I will see you soon. And remember, every time you show up at Kovo, you're going to get a creative vocal workout, expert coaching, and a community of friends to practice with. We'll see you there.